Hello, Torchwood, and welcome to my review of Torchwood, The Conspiracy, the first of Big Finish's Torchwood releases, featuring John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness. I bought this at Big Finish Day. When I went to Big Finish Day, there was two audios I knew I was definitely buying. Six Doctor Last Adventure, Torchwood Conspiracy. Everything else was just a bonus. But yeah. I listened to this on the way as we were driving back from Big Finish Day, so obviously it's like a 3.5 hour journey. And this is good. It sort of works in a similar way to the Companion Chronicles. I think not really the Companion. I think it worked more like how the first, second, and third Lost Stories and the early adventures would probably work. Sort of narration mixed with live action. It works though. It's sort of Captain Jack talking about this thing that's happened called I think it's like I can't remember all that. Anyway, let's first. I did this last time in my the beginning review. So instead of trying to keep talking about the story first, let's do the cover and the discs itself. Yeah, obviously, well. The cover is very basic. Talks of the Conspiracy with John Barrowman on the front with clouds. Back. Yeah. I'll read that to you. Captain Jack Harkness has always had his suspicions about the committee, and now George Wilson is also talking about the committee. Apparently the world is under the control of aliens. That's what Wilson says. People have died, disasters have stayed, the suspicious have disappeared, sorry. It's outrageous nonsense. Only Jack knows that George Wilson is right. The committee has arrived. Yeah, so we've got the cast, got John Barrowman as Captain Jack Harkness, John Season, I don't know how to pronounce that, as George Wilson, sorry. Sarah Ovens as Kate Wilson, Dan Bottomley as Sam Hallett or something like that, and Guy Adams as presenter. Okay, yeah, it's a 60-minute audio. Blind might open. There it is. Yeah, got the booklet there. Not much in there. Literally no writing. Got and got certainly just to get together. What did surprise me with that? Normally on Big Finish CDs, behind the disc. Sorry, I've just watched something. Behind the disc is sort of advertisement for their other ranges or other things in that range. Oh God's sake, this disc is really. But in this one, there's nothing. Just the Torchwood logo. There we go. Yeah, I was really happy to be able to listen to new Torchwood, because I did love Torchwood. I've got all the Torchwood things. This sort of worked quite well in what was happening with new Doctor Who as well, because I was going through like a New Who marathon, watching all of New Who before new Doctor Who started, and it sort of worked out well for this as well. So I wanted to listen to all of Torchwood before this, even though this seems to be based like somewhere around the first, second, or third series, because it mentions Gwen, and they seem to be in somewhere, but I'm not sure where. I think they're in Cardiff. I think that's where they were. But yeah, the story is really interesting. I hope we don't really find out much of what happens, because I think it's an ongoing story that sort of gets affected throughout the rest of this first series. Because although I'm not sure how, because a lot of it seems to be based in different eras of Torchwood. I'm not sure. This one's sort of within the first. But after the first episode, but before the end of Miracle Day, or beginning of Miracle Day, yeah, it had to be the beginning of Miracle Day. You got the next one is Yanto, so somewhere before. I think it's roughly the same area. The third one is with Reese and not Reese, Gwen and Reese. That's it. It's set 4 years after the Miracle, so we've obviously got a very easy area to work that out with, so it's only around now. And then Yvonne Hartman, set 1 year before the Cyberman invasion, so it's like, oh, I don't know where how this all affects each other, but it really did affect. I think it really did capture Torchwood, and it really did make it feel like you were just watching a Torchwood episode or something like that. Although I didn't know something. When the TV series, when they would swear, they would just swear. But in this, whenever someone sweared, they would actually beep it out. Oh, that's the only thing. Like, well, why beep it out? Just put a little thing saying unsuitable for views. That's what you do with Dorian Gray. I think you do it with maybe Graceless as well. Maybe I know there's another Doctor Who spin-off that you do it with. So yeah, I would have preferred it if they'd done that with it instead. It's just actually just swear. Like, what's wrong with that? Yeah. What I did learn as I was doing some research on it is that normally they're recorded at Moat Studios or Audio Sorcery Studios, something like that, although that's mainly for the Fourth Doctor ones. But this was actually recorded in America with John Barrowman in a recording studio. Well, at least John Barrowman's parts of it anyway were recorded in a recording studio in America with direction from the people at Big Finish over Skype. I was like, oh wow, that's I don't think they've ever done that before. I've been really interested in it because I thought, because when they announced it, John Barrowman was in England. Well, that's like several months before, and it said that they recorded it. So I thought they recorded it whilst he was in Britain, but because of the dates that say it's recorded on, like, no, he was in America, recorded it in America. So yeah, that sort of surprised me a bit. Yeah, well, it really does capture it. I would have liked to see more of the Torchwood team. The only person in the Torchwood team that actually gets a genuine mention by name is Gwen, and you don't even hear her speak. It's always like over the telephone. So yeah, that's the only thing. I like the idea of what they're doing, like a thing based on each character, but I want them to all be in one audio, so it feels like a proper Torchwood team. Not that this doesn't feel like Torchwood. Like I said earlier, they captured Torchwood perfectly. But I'm hoping in the second series they do more team ones. They're like standalones. Yeah, I think that's everything. That's everything I can say at the moment. I'm still getting used to reviewing things. I'll get the hang of it better and better. So yeah, that's my review of Torchwood: The Conspiracy. Train Plan 44. Out.